Hi everyone. I felt like recording some tonight and just talking about a topic that kind of stood out to me as I brainstormed some things that I could make a video about. And so tonight I want to talk to you about blessings and positivity that you can find when life has got you down, when you feel like you are fully encapsulated by darkness, or when the weight of your life or seemingly the world uh, is on your heart or on your shoulders. Because I've been there. Just speaking from personal experience, there have been times in my life where the way up and out has seemed impossible. Um, for example, I was in a ton of debt and in a really bad place mentally, probably 4 years ago when I lived in Ohio. Um, I had moved there right after college, and to make a long story short, I had not planned well for life and I had not prepared myself for the real world. And so it kind of smacked me over the head. And there were so many days that I spent feeling like nothing but darkness was around me. And that, were my efforts even doing anything? Were my efforts helping me make progress? Some days it didn't feel like it, but I don't think that it's the benefit of having come through those experiences. I think that I have adopted a different mindset, and also another big part of my success and another huge part of my story is where my mental strength, my physical strength, where my willpower, um, where my kindness, where my love, my patience, and where my dreams come from ultimately is from God. And I know that that might be a very controversial thing to say, but after many years, it is something um, that I feel within my own soul. So I just want to say that for those who are in that place where it feels like darkness has surrounded you, or you wake up each day and you wonder what is the point, or why am I living the way that I'm living, uh, I'm here to provide you some comfort and to potentially help you see the brighter side of things. Um, I would say number one, if you're not grateful for anything in your life, then how can you really enjoy it if you're not grateful for anything? Uh, I think that at the very least, we should be thankful for a few things each day. Even if they're very small, we should be thankful for things on a daily basis. Um, Another thing is we should see the substance, or rather, we should see the opportunity. We should see the problems in our life as opportunities to grow and to become more intelligent and to become more prepared, and to learn lessons that we need to learn. Nobody else has to live the life that you live. Nobody else can take your place and walk in the shoes that you walk. I'd say that's pretty special. Even if it's a tough row to plow, as the farmers say. Even if it's a tough life to live. Even if it's a difficult day or difficult month or difficult year, nobody else has lived that life. First of all, you should be proud of yourself. And second of all, be thankful that you have that life to live. And it might sound silly, but be thankful for the problems because they're pushing you to be a better person and they're helping you to grow and transform into a more beautiful and complete person. So, hopefully, this advice can help anyone, no matter your age or what your job is or where you live. Like, it shouldn't matter. Uh, I want this to be able to help anybody who feels beaten down or exhausted or, just down and out because of life. I mean, life is relentless. You don't really get breaks. We always have to grow. Like, from the time that we're a baby to the time that we die, we're always having to make tough decisions. Nobody wants to get older. If we all had the choice, we would stay young. Probably the age where our mother and our father take care of us forever, where we get spoon fed and we can just do silly things and be silly all the time. That's probably the epitome of being a human, or the pinnacle of being a human is when you're a child. With that said, there are certainly things to enjoy as you get older, and when you become an adult, it's not like you have to regret being an adult. You should embrace becoming older, find the beauty in it, and give back to those who need it. So for me, I teach a lot of kids each and every day, and I believe that I'm in an important role and that I fill that role well because I'm not just teaching kids English. It's not as simple as teaching kids English. It's ensuring that they have manners, that they listen to others, that they're kind to others, that they share with each other, that they care for each other, that they know how to say sorry, that they know how to manage their own emotions well. The job that I have is so much more than just teaching English, and I'm very thankful for it because it helps me grow as a person, and it also highlights the importance of my life and my role in this world. So, but I have, in those dark moments, back to the topic, in those dark moments in my life, I have found beauty. Something that I know that I get from my family and that I get from my Creator is the ability to set goals and to achieve those goals and then to set new goals and surpass the previous goal. I worked in warehousing for the better part of a year or so in Ohio and Kentucky. And I became one of the best warehouse workers in 2 different warehouses. I was up against some incredible guys too that were super fast, super quick, efficient. And how I grew as a person is I paid attention to the people that were really good. And I asked myself, how are they that good? I didn't necessarily know the answer, but just by asking that question, my mind started to try to figure it out. And that kind of mindset and thinking can be applied no matter where you are or what you're doing in life. But I would ask myself, how are these guys in the warehouses working so fast and posting numbers that were really high, like numbers that showed how efficient they were and how many cases they were picking? Well, I became very efficient and proficient at both warehouses, And that was during a time in my life where I had a lot of debt and I wasn't doing so well mentally. But my work, my job, I took pride in. And so it started to help me grow in different ways as an individual. The hard work uh, sharpened me into a completely different individual. So even in those moments of darkness, there were how do I say this? Things that I am proud of, and I guess moments of light. Um, Moments that I am happy with. So what I'm trying to say is, for those people that struggle with a negative mindset, or that struggle to see beauty and positivity and love in their life, it's a matter of your thoughts. Um, you could have only $1 to your name and still be one of the happiest people in the world. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money buys nice things like food and clothes and vacations and etc., etc., etc. But money doesn't buy your mindset. It doesn't buy you happiness. Money doesn't change the way you think. And this is something that I'm going to say a lot of times. To change your mindset, to change how you think, is completely free. It does not cost you a thing. It might cost you a little more energy to exert yourself and to maybe force yourself through some things sometimes. But it doesn't cost you any money. So I think it's important uh, that we put a premium and a priority on our minds, on how we think about the world, and how we think about the problems in our lives. Just by changing something from a problem to an opportunity means that your approach to it is going to change. Just by changing the way you think about the food you eat, instead of assuming that you are going to eat something delicious, you know, actually put some time and effort and thought into it. It's why I love cooking. Like, cooking, it requires some forethought and it requires some effort, more than just going to a restaurant or a store. But the food is so much better when you cook it on your own, when you cook it yourself, because you have put the effort into it, you've put the thought into it, the ingredients are yours, the concoction is yours. So, to me, that's what my mom was trying to say when we were growing up, is she made the food with love, because she took time, effort, and energy to buy the ingredients, to put all the ingredients together, and to tend to the food and make sure that it turned out well. And so that's certainly something that I learned from my mother, and that I continued as I got older in doing. And now I'm proud of myself with some of the things that I can cook. So, anyways, back to the topic. When life feels heavier than the world itself, there are some things that you can do. Number one, always, always, always find something that you can reward yourself with, or something kind that you can do for yourself. I have a tea time each day, like a time to drink tea in the afternoon, in between my kindergarten and elementary level students. I always take time for a tea break, and I just go outside and I breathe, and I look at the mountains, and I watch people, and I listen to the cars, because I've done my work for the day, so I deserve some relaxation, and so I've earned it. And so I go out and I enjoy a little bit of time, and it's precious. It makes my life more beautiful and feel more full. It's like I'm having more of an experience. And I wish that more people thought this way. I wish that more people lived this way because I think we would be a happier society. I think that society as a whole, we're all overworked and very unhappy and searching for the next high, uh, searching for the next riveting, exciting thing. We can make each day beautiful. We can find excitement in each day. You can find beauty in each day and in each moment. There's always a silver lining. But it's a matter of mindset. Have you trained your mind and your eyes to see these things? Or are you so accustomed to just seeing black and gray everywhere and feeling pain and the weight of the world that you just aren't in that place? I think I'm trying to say that mindset's so important. It can make or break someone. So try to do something kind for yourself each day. Number 2, develop habits that really build you as a person. If you don't have anything that you enjoy in life, if you're always like doing things that feel like a waste of time, or doing things just because you have to, or uh, just being lazy, not doing anything productive with your time and energy, then you're probably going to feel down. You're probably going to feel depressed. And then the other thing that I'd like to offer is your spirit. We're all spiritual beings. We all have a mind. We all have a heart. And I truly believe that all human beings have a soul. And I know this can be very controversial to talk about, but it's the way that I'd like to end the video. We are all spiritual. We all feel we are connected to something higher. And for me, I've been very vividly shown that I have a creator who watches over me and who protects me and looks out for me and provides for me. And I have walked on my own path many times in life. I've felt alone and in the dark many times in life, but it was because of my own choosing. It was my own actions. It was my own thoughts that made me feel that way. I believe we all have access to a creator that loves us very much and only wants the best for us. I believe that's where my dreams come from on the inside, is from the one who created me. So, for example, my name literally means mountain of strength, but I can't drum up that kind of strength from within. I'm a strong person, but my strength does not come from me. It comes from God. And that's what I truly believe. I know people could say this, that, and the other, and that might not be something anyone wants to hear, but uh, it's a part of me. It's something that I feel as though I should say, because it is a part of what helps me through my life and what makes life feel not so burdensome. God loves each and every one of us, and I believe that God wants the best for us, and He wants us to be happy, and He's merciful. So I'm not saying this because this is what I've been taught. I'm saying this because I've learned through experience and seen that when I walk off the path that I'm supposed to be on and I walk away from things that are meant to help me, I end up getting hurt or I end up hurting others. So I'm just offering you that last bit of advice that I can to help you in times of darkness and in times of great challenge. Because if you haven't faced them yet, you will face them someday. And hopefully, this helps you. So I wish you peace. I wish you happiness. And I wish for a more loving world and a more loving society when we all wake up tomorrow.